and welcome back to Agriculture Planet. Every spring, as winter slowly loosens its icy grip on the American landscape, a quiet but profound transformation begins beneath the soil in the long, carefully prepared fields stretching across California, Washington, and Michigan. Here, asparagus spears begin pushing upward, driven by such vitality that they can grow several inches in a single day. To the casual shopper navigating the produce aisle, asparagus may appear to be just another vegetable, a simple green stalk among many options. However, for American farmers, this crop represents one of the most time-sensitive, labor-intensive, and precision-driven agricultural endeavors in the modern world. Each year, the United States produces more than 60 million pounds of asparagus, a staggering figure that conceals a tightly coordinated system involving years of preparation, skilled labor, advanced machinery, and high-speed processing, all working desperately against the clock. Unlike most vegetables that offer a quick turnaround from seed to harvest, asparagus does not reward farmers quickly. Before a single spear is ever harvested, the plants must grow uninterrupted for 2 to 3 full years. During this long gestation period, farmers focus entirely on strengthening the underground crown, the plant's essential energy reservoir. It is only once this complex root system is fully developed that the plant can support repeated harvesting. And once it does, the harvest window is incredibly intense. For roughly 6 to 8 weeks each spring, the fields must be checked daily. If a farmer misses a single day, the spears can grow too tall, become fibrous, or lose their market value entirely. This short, unforgiving window is exactly what makes asparagus farming so demanding, and why the industry has become a choreography of timing and discipline. Harvesting typically begins before sunrise in the cool morning air, as farmers and workers walk slowly along the rows, scanning the soil for spears that have reached the ideal height. Each cut matters immensely. Using sharp knives or gouges, workers slice the spear cleanly at ground level, exercising extreme caution not to disturb the crown hidden below the soil surface, as damaging it could reduce yields for weeks or even years. Every spear is placed carefully into containers aligned to avoid bending. For while speed matters, control is paramount. A rushed cut can ruin the quality of the vegetable. Despite the rapid advances in agricultural automation, human judgment remains critical in this phase of green asparagus harvesting. The complexity of the operation reaches new heights with the production of white asparagus. To produce this pale delicacy, farmers must prevent sunlight from ever reaching the growing spears. This is achieved by covering rows with soil ridges or thick fabric sheets that block light entirely, resulting in a spear that is industrially identical in structure to the green variety, but dramatically different in flavor, texture, and market value. Harvesting white asparagus requires additional, laborious steps, as each protective layer must be lifted at exactly the right moment. Too early, and the spear turns green. Too late, and it becomes overgrown underground. On large farms, mechanized platforms now perform this task with remarkable precision, designed not just for speed, but for plant preservation. Workers sit or lie on slow-moving platforms that glide along the rows, allowing them to harvest continuously without bending or stepping between plants. For white asparagus, advanced machines lift dozens of fabric covers simultaneously, exposing spears just long enough for harvesting before covering them again. Some systems even incorporate sensor-guided mechanisms that detect spear position beneath the surface, adjusting pressure automatically to avoid root damage. This integration of technology reduces physical strain on workers while dramatically increasing daily output. In the most advanced operations, asparagus harvesting is now becoming partially automated, Sensor arrays scan the rows, identifying spears that meet strict height and thickness criteria, while mechanical cutters slice at the base and integrated conveyor belts carry the spears upward in a continuous flow. For green asparagus, automation focuses on speed and consistency, while for white asparagus, it focuses on delicacy. Yet, in both cases, the goal remains to maximize yield without sacrificing quality. Once harvested, asparagus enters its most critical phase, as fresh spears begin losing quality almost immediately after cutting. This necessitates that processing facilities be located within minutes of the fields. At the factory, spears move through automated washing systems designed to remove soil and field debris without bruising the delicate surface, utilizing water temperature, pressure, and flow that are tightly controlled. Next comes sorting, where machines separate asparagus by length, diameter, and straightness, creating uniform batches that meet retail standards. Any spear that fails inspection is immediately removed from the fresh market stream. After sorting, the vegetable is rapidly cooled using cold water baths and misting systems to slow respiration, locking in freshness before packaging. For fresh sales, asparagus is packed into breathable containers designed to maintain humidity while preventing gas buildup. And these packages are labeled, tracked, and moved into cold storage, often within hours of harvest. Alternatively, for long-term preservation, asparagus follows the path of canning, which allows it to be stored for up to 2 years. This process involves trimming spears to uniform lengths, blanching them in hot water to soften fibers and preserve color, and packing them into sealed cans with a mild preserving solution before high-pressure sterilization ensures safety. This industrial ballet ensures that asparagus harvested in a narrow seasonal window can be consumed year-round. Green asparagus develops chlorophyll, giving it a stronger flavor and higher antioxidant content, while white asparagus, grown without light, is milder and easier to digest. The added labor, equipment, and risk involved in producing white asparagus explain its higher market price and reputation as a premium ingredient. Ultimately, what truly defines the industry is not technology alone, but the balance between human expertise and mechanical precision. Machines increase efficiency, but workers provide judgment, while farmers coordinate timing, soil health, labor, and logistics across massive operations. Every spear that reaches the table represents thousands of small decisions made across fields and factories, a system running on timing, discipline, and innovation repeated every spring without pause. While the American fields buzz with the urgency of the vegetable harvest, a different kind of agricultural symphony plays out quietly every year under the golden Australian sun. Here, endless rows of grapevines stretch across the landscape from Sunraysia in Victoria to Riverland in South Australia. These fertile valleys produce some of the finest table grapes and wine varieties in the world, benefiting from Australia's unique climate of hot days, cool nights, and low humidity, which gives grapes a perfect balance of sweetness and acidity. Behind every cluster of juicy grapes is a year-long journey of dedication, technology, and nature's rhythm that begins long before the first vine touches the soil. The groundwork commences with farmers selecting land featuring well-drained, sandy loam soil, rich in minerals but not overly fertile, ensuring strong yet controlled vine growth. The land is deeply plowed and leveled to improve aeration and water flow, with organic compost or gypsum mixed in to balance soil texture and enhance root development. Modern vineyards in Australia rely heavily on drip irrigation systems installed before planting, which deliver water directly to each plant's roots, conserving resources and ensuring consistent growth in the country's dry regions. Planting typically begins in early spring, when soil temperatures rise and the risk of frost fades. Most vines are propagated from grafted cuttings, a strong, disease-resistant rootstock combined with a premium grape variety on top. Each vine is planted in a small hole, spaced about 2 to 3 meters apart, and supported by a wooden stake to help it grow upright. Steel posts and trellis wires are then installed, forming the vineyard's backbone and allowing vines to climb freely. In the first year, the focus isn't on fruit production, but on establishing deep, healthy roots. Young vines are watered regularly, pruned lightly, and trained to grow along the wires, shaping their structure for future harvests. Throughout the growing season, farmers monitor the vineyard closely using soil sensors and weather stations that provide real-time data on temperature, humidity, and moisture levels. Irrigation and fertilizer schedules are adjusted based on this data to optimize growth and conserve resources. By late spring, lush green canopies spread across the vineyard, and tiny clusters of flowers appear, marking the beginning of the grape's life cycle. Each vine produces hundreds of small, delicate flowers that bloom for just a few days, relying on natural pollination through wind and insects. When successful, the flowers give way to tiny green berries, and over the next several weeks, the grapes grow and slowly begin to fill with juice. As summer progresses, the critical process of veraison begins, where the berries change color and soften. To ensure consistent ripening, workers remove excess leaves to improve sunlight exposure and airflow around the clusters. From this point forward, the vineyard's singular goal is to protect the grapes until they reach perfect maturity. By January through March, Australian vineyards reach peak harvest season. Harvesting is done early in the morning or late in the evening to preserve freshness. In premium table grape vineyards, the process is mostly manual, with workers carefully clipping each cluster with scissors to avoid bruising the delicate skins. The bunches are gently placed into padded crates and transported immediately to the cooling facility. Conversely, in large-scale vineyards destined for wine or juice, mechanical harvesters are used. These powerful yet precise machines shake the vines gently, collecting ripe grapes without damaging them, locking in their flavor and texture for transport to the factory. At the factory or packing house, grapes are unloaded and transferred onto conveyor belts for sorting and cleaning before being crushed and destemmed. The path diverges here based on the desired product. For white wine, the juice is immediately separated from the skins and seeds to preserve a light color and crisp flavor. For red wine, however, the skins are left in the mixture in a process called maceration, which gives the wine its deep color and rich tannins. The crushed mixture, known as must, is then pumped into large stainless steel fermentation tanks where yeast, either natural or added, begins converting grape sugars into alcohol. This fermentation process can last anywhere from a few days to several weeks, depending on the style of wine desired. In modern Australian wineries, computers monitor every degree, ensuring perfect consistency and flavor retention. After fermentation, the winemaker separates the liquid from the remaining grape solids. White wine is filtered immediately, while red wine is pressed to extract every drop of rich, flavorful juice from the skins. The young wine is then transferred into oak barrels or stainless steel tanks, where it rests quietly for several months or even years. Finally, sterilized glass bottles move along stainless steel conveyors filled with precision machines that ensure no oxygen enters. Each bottle is sealed with either a traditional cork or a modern screw cap, both designed to protect the wine's freshness and aging potential. Labels are applied, and every year, millions of bottles are shipped to over 100 countries, from Europe to Asia and the United States. Whether it is the frantic, precise harvest of American asparagus or the year-long, sun-drenched cultivation of Australian grapes, these industries represent an industrial choreography between nature and technology, feeding the world through a blend of ancient tradition and cutting-edge innovation.